Hey, what's up, Kearney? It's Pastor Benjamin Hardee. I'm here at the Firehouse, which I think is one of the most unique places in all of Kearney. When we moved here, we learned right away about this place. Really cool. We're going to go inside. We're going to talk to Kurt Hamilton, who's very important in running and in the programming here at the Firehouse and in all the things they do. Real quick, though, Rosie, let's get a book. You want to get a book out of here, Rosie? How about this one? This is Dora. You want to get that one? All right. Okay, well, we got our book. Let's go inside and talk to Kurt. What's up, Kearney? I'm inside the Firehouse now, and I'm with Kurt Hamilton. And when I do these videos, we normally start off by talking about some misconceptions that people might have about certain organizations in town. And I have since learned I had a little bit of a misconception about the Firehouse, and it wasn't that it was actually the fire station, because I learned right away when I moved to Kearney that this is a special place that's not the fire station, but it is the Firehouse. But one of the misconceptions I had about the Firehouse is that it was kind of a bit of a senior center. And while it is true that you guys have awesome programs for seniors, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit, yeah, I've since learned there are some really cool things and programs that the Firehouse has for youth and families. So Kurt, why don't you talk a little bit about what the Firehouse does for kids?
Yeah, this room, I mean, we're standing right inside our technology cafe that we use for our kids programming.
Yeah.
And it's just a great part of our programming where we have 4 different areas with our youth program. So we have culinary, technology, makerspace, and also art. And we have kids that come on Tuesdays and Thursdays as part of this after school program. We give them a snack, we play a game. We go and have some fun, burn off some of that school jitters, yeah, and then we come into these different studios and we really embrace that STEAM methodology and personalities that they have. So if kids want to learn more about technology, or if they want to learn more about culinary, they kind of break out into the different rooms, work on a project. In here we've done 3D printing, we've done coding, so we've done anything from making their own movies and then being actors. So we just have the kids kind of embracing what they want to do and kind of enrich that.
Real quick, what is the coolest thing you've seen 3D printed by the kids?
A lot of kids really kind of dive deep into it, but I saw a kid make his whole name and then he was trying to make like actual chess pieces.
Oh, nice.
So it was pretty neat to see him kind of do all that.
What's the best thing they've made in like the most tasty thing they've made in the culinary classes?
There was a whole section that was culinary. So it was a whole week of just getting desserts brought to my office. So anything from cookies to pies, to apple tarts. I mean, you name it, it was just getting brought to you, so it was great.
Awesome. I love that. Let's look at some other things in the Firehouse real quick.
Hi, I'm Jill.
And I'm Nikki.
Welcome to the Firehouse.
Talk about cool things that the Firehouse has for young kids and seniors as well. Look at this cool pop machine and / vending machine. You've got everything you could want here. Moon pies. They have Coke and Mountain Dew. It's pretty cool. Well, you can tell that the Firehouse is really active. There seems like there's always something going on, and especially for seniors, there's a lot too. And today they actually have 2 things going on. There's bingo, as we're going to look at in just a minute here, but then also there's a group that's down in Albuquerque on a trip together. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about bingo. Tell us a little bit about what you do for seniors here at the Firehouse.
Yeah, seniors, we have a lot of great programs. So we kind of start our week with doing just regular tech help. So anybody that needs help with a phone, a printer, a desktop computer, bring it in for free tech help. We have a lady named Shelly and Angela, and they help with these different things. Yeah. But there's also, the fun stuff as well. So like you said, we have bingo. We also do cards going on. So we do all these different fun activities. Once a year we go on a big out-of-state trip, which is a lot of fun.
Is that the Albuquerque
That's the Albuquerque trip right now. A couple years ago they went down to Louisiana, so we always make sure that we're getting out and moving. We also do day trips with our new bus, so we just went and saw a movie not too long ago. We went to the Steamboat Arabia, so we're always getting out and moving. But anything from essential rides to getting to the doctor to just riding a bus, yard cleanup, cards, genealogy, you name it, we probably have it.
Oh, 66. 66.
This is a really cool room. I am a huge Mario fan. Kurt, tell us about this room.
Yeah, so this is our Hangout Room. So this is where the kids come first for when they come from Spark Studios, the after school program, kind of drop their backpacks off, kind of digress from a long day of school, and kind of just hang out and see some familiar faces with Mario and other friends. So
this is kind of the free time room. I also see the giant Jenga here. You told me a kid made this.
yeah, so we had our kids work in, it was one of the studios in Makerspace. They worked together and they made this project, and they have another one too that they made that has all the blocks painted. So it's neon colored, so we shut the lights off and it's pretty fun.
That's cool that the kids are learning how to do some real projects like that. Hey, I know that you do events in this room. What are 3 of your most attended events that the Firehouse does?
Yeah, I would say Christmas, Halloween, and probably movies in the park. Those are
Okay.
3 really fun events that we have. But Halloween and Christmas, big community spirit events. We have over 1,500 people downtown for Halloween with a trunk or treat, and they kind of see different things, and they kind of get to be able to come in the building, do a craft, and hang out. But along with Christmas, people come in the building. There's a small mall component, and they come in and kids can buy presents for mom and dad, which is really neat. So we use the building not only for youth but our events. But Christmas has over 4,000 people that came last year. So
We're gonna try to get our church involved in the Halloween trunk or treat up here. I think it's really cool from what I've heard about it. Let's walk into another room here real quick.
yeah.
In this room, Kurt, tell us, Kurt, what this room is here.
So this is our art studio for our kids program as well. So we have anything from some supplies hanging on some shelves, some tables that you can see that kids got down and dirty with. But we also have all of our supplies, but we also have a nice wall that shows some kids' handprints from that started in the program. So it's really neat to see some people that, we have some board members now when they put their hands up, but some kids that started in the program and now they're high school kids helping and giving back to it.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool because this was, you said, from 2012.
Correct.
And some of these kids have actually started giving back to, as adults, giving back to the Firehouse. And what I wanted to ask in here was, what are your 3, this is for you personally, okay? And I know it's hard, but what are your 3 favorite events that the Firehouse does?
Oh, I think number one for me will always be Christmas. It's an event, even when we got our new events coordinator, who's Barbara Haney, and she's wonderful. It was an event I didn't want to give up because I just have so much fun doing it.
Yeah.
It's so great to see all the kids downtown and seeing everybody just a part of it. But I'm also a big fan of our music in the park. We do that on Friday evenings in the summer, just to hear some live music and just to hear people going. But I'm also a big fan of our middle school bash we do in March, just to see a bunch of middle schoolers come together and have a good time. So.
And I love this location because it's all together. You're right next to the park, right next to the splash pad, and you have this awesome building here that I don't think people realize how cool, if you've never been inside, how much there is in here.
Right.
And I want to go, there's even another room here that I want to go check out. And Kurt's going to tell us what this room is, because this is cool too.
So this is our last kind of studio for our kids. So this is our Makerspace Studio. So you can see all the different construction projects. We're working with styrofoam now and making boats and seeing how they float. So we've got all these tools that were donated from the community and sewing machines. So we've done anything from build your own catapult to sewing pillows together. So we definitely use this room. This is also where our Christmas small mall fundraiser is. So it's great to see all the kids come together and use this room for multiple purposes.
Now, Kurt, you've told me that the Firehouse is very involved in revitalization in Kearney, especially downtown revitalization.
Right.
What are some of the goals that the Firehouse has for Kearney in terms of revitalization for like 3 years from now, and then maybe like 5 years from now? What do you think Kearney's going to look like? What do you guys want to see in Kearney?
Yeah, as we see Kearney grow, and with projects such as the new interstate and things like that come into town, we know the town's going to grow. Yeah. And with your town, you got to make sure that your downtown thrives, because this is where your local entrepreneurship started for sure. So as we're doing this and we're trying to make sure that the businesses around here are for the purpose of making sure that there's an entertainment district, that businesses go next to each other, that makes sense, so complementary businesses. So that way, if we have a new business that goes in that's a restaurant, that's something that's going to help either the other restaurants, the boutique stores, it all goes together, so we can do things that all kind of work as one cohesive unit instead of competing entities for sure. Mm-hmm. So the big goal for us is making sure that as properties come available, as people go to either where the new interchange is going to be or on the north side of town, that we still invest in our downtown and we make sure that people know the roots of their town and the history and still promote those small businesses here.
That's one of the things I've really appreciated about Kearney, and just from talking to the mayor and from other people, is even though Kearney's growing and we know it's going to get bigger, I think that Kearney's going to hold on to that small town feel for a very long time because of their commitment to the downtown. And the Firehouse is a huge part of downtown Kearney. And thank you so much, Kurt, for allowing us to be here and do this video. This has been really
Yeah.
fun.
Thanks for having me.
Yep.